Hello, good
Hello.
afternoon. Hello, Vanessa. Hello,
Hello.
everyone. My name is Nuno João. I'm the General Manager of Your Way Education. And today we have Vanessa from London International School, who will present this wonderful school in London, Ontario. And we have Regina from our office in Spain, and I'm representing Portuguese and Brazilian students and families. So just to brief you about Your Way, just our contacts. This is our ID card. We are an international company, very personalized. We place 75 students per year. These are our numbers for this year from Portugal, Spain, Hungary, and Brazil. We are focusing on high school programs, and we want them to be high quality and personalized. And these are our contacts. You can, after this webinar, you can contact us. Our email is the same, info.youreducation, and you write down the ISO code for your country, or Portugal, or Spain, or Hungary, or Brazil. So I will stop my presentation and kindly invite Vanessa to present London International Academy.
Perfect. Well, thank you for having me, and I'm very excited to present this school to you, all of you guys that are watching. I'd like to just start by going through a little slide deck that we've prepared here. And yes, if you have any questions about this afterwards, make sure to contact Nuno and his team, and they'll get you set up with special promotions that you can only get through our partners here, our agency. So please go through them. Okay, so I will start our presentation. So we are a Canadian private secondary day and boarding school. So what that means is that we offer both homestay and boarding options for our students. And we are an authorized IB World School. So we offer two programs. We offer the Ontario Secondary School Diploma, which I'll explain later. And we also offer the International Baccalaureate Diploma program. So we're just going to start by going through some of our rankings as a school. So we are the only private school in London to offer the IB Diploma program. So if you're looking at schools in London, Ontario, we are the only school to offer the IB Diploma program. We are the only private school in the province of Ontario to offer DP Spanish, which is a course that you can take in the IB program as like a second language. We are one of only 16 private schools in Ontario to offer the diploma program. Our school ranks in the top 3 schools out of all the province in math, science competitions. We also compete in STEM and robotics competitions, where we always place within the top 3 or 5 schools in the province. So if you're watching this presentation, you clearly have an interest in coming to Canada, and I think that's an excellent choice. There is becoming so much more popular now to study in Canada, and there's a lot of reasons for that. Some of them are listed here. Our top 5 reasons international students are choosing Canada is the quality of the Canadian education system, our reputation as a tolerant and non-discriminatory society. We have a reputation of being a very safe country. We have postgraduate work permits and other opportunities for students, after graduation. And so what that means for you as a student, if you were to enroll in our school, that means that you can, when you're applying for universities, once you graduate with us, your application is seen as a Canadian student. So you get to apply through the same portal as all other Canadian students. So that means that your application is looked at, and there's more opportunities, more spots available in certain programs over international students applying from abroad. So that means that our students get multiple offers. They get lots of different scholarship options. So that's why a lot of students are now choosing to come to high school before going into university in Canada. It's giving them more options, more flexibility. 100% of our graduates get offers into either their first, second choice universities, and we will make sure that you get into the program that you want. So that's a great reason right there if you're looking at Canadian universities. Education-wise, there is about, it's I think growing now on 600,000 international students. And in the next few years, they're expecting about 1 million international students, new international students coming in to Canada. Some of the rankings here of world universities and how Canada places into those are top universities of University of Toronto, University of British Columbia, McGill University, McMaster University are the top 4 Canadian schools. So a question we get a lot is, where is London, Ontario? So you may have heard of London, England, but we are London, Ontario, Canada. And lots of similarities, actually. We have some of the same street names. You'll notice it throughout the presentation. I make a reference to Hyde Park and Victoria Park, Covent Garden Market, which is right across the street from the school. So we have a lot of similarities, but we are located in the southern western part of Ontario. So you'll see here the province of Ontario, and then right here at the bottom where we're close to Toronto and Niagara Falls, 2 hours from Toronto and 2 hours from Niagara Falls.
Okay.
So Forest City is what they call London, Ontario. It's a slow-paced, welcoming atmosphere, has some of the best medical and educational resources in the province. It's a great city for high school students and newcomers to Canada. We have some of the best post-secondary institutions, including Western University, Fanshawe College, Ivy Business School. It's one of the best business schools in Canada, and it's just located right here in London. Population of London is about 500,000 people. So our campus is a central location, urban facilities. So we're not your typical boarding school where, you know, there's a picket fence and a green grass around us. We are really centrally located, which provides students the opportunities to be in the community of London and be a part of the city. And so there's lots of places that the students can easily walk to, and our students become very independent prior to going into university. So we are founded in 2002. We are also, so as I said, an IB World School authorized Ontario Ministry of Education inspected private high school, Cambridge Assessment Testing Center, Advanced Placement Testing Center, SAT Test Center, and an IELTS Test Center. So we offer those grades 9 to 12, approximately ages 14 to 17. Population of our school is about 200 students. They're mainly international. We do have Canadian students at our school, but yeah, we do cater to our international students. So this is where some of our students have come from and are currently coming from. So you'll see here, we have a list here of, you know, a very international population. And so it's a very diverse population. And what that means for you as a student coming to our school is that you're going to be surrounded with like-minded students who have also traveled far from their home country, and they're now in Canada. And so you will make friends very quickly because you are all going into living together in a boarding facility. You share similar interests and different backgrounds, but one common interest. And that's being in Canada, and you're there to study and, you know, go to university afterwards. So I think that's a real benefit, and our students make connections very, very easily. So if you're worried about making friends, do not, because that won't be an issue. This just gives you an idea between the difference between public and private schools in Canada. So when you're looking at public schools in Canada, you know, any student can register from that regional area. So those are open to all and every student in that area. Whereas at private schools, we have a pre-selected group of students who are very academically focused. And like I was saying, these are students that have come from far away and all have a common interest there. So in terms of the public government funded schools, they're not actually annually inspected like we are. We have an annual inspection by the province of Ontario. So we're held to very high standards, and they look at our building, our teachers, what they're teaching, everything. So it's very highly inspected. And then in terms of class sizes too, typically in public schools, you will find larger classrooms or larger class sizes. So 30 plus students in one class. Whereas at private school, and specifically at our school, we have smaller class sizes, maybe 5 to 15 students per class. So the teacher to student ratio provides that more individual attention. And we also offer a very flexible academic year. Public school offers 10-month academic year, which I will explain in this next slide. So our intake schedule goes from September to April. That's for our Ossd academic year. So September to April, you take 8 classes. So 4 classes in semester 1, and then another 4 classes in semester 2. And then you see here, there's May and June, and July and August. So those are 2 separate spring and summer semesters where you can take additional English and math classes, either to improve your grades from previous semesters, or you can get ahead and complete maybe you're in grade 11 and you want to get ahead on a grade 12 credit or grade 12 subject. You can do that in spring or summer to get ahead for next year. And then we have the intake scheduled for IB academic year. So this means from September to June, 10 months. That's a 2-year commitment for the IB program. And then they have July and August as the summer break. The Ontario Secondary School Diploma, if you have never heard of that before, it's the Canadian High School Diploma. And it's a very reputable, very highly recognized diploma for many international universities. So many of our students that go through this program will go to not only Canadian schools afterwards, but they'll go to the US, the UK, Australia, and is recognized there as well. So basically, this is just a bit of information about how many service hours you need to complete and how many courses you need to graduate. Some community service. Like I said, because we are so centrally located, the students will have be able to meet many other Canadians and local businesses when they're doing their volunteer hours, which is a great opportunity and great for your resume. Our International Baccalaureate Diploma program. So this is the 2-year program for grade 11 and grade 12 that's optional. You don't have to take the IB program. You could also just do the grade 11 and grade 12 Canadian program. These are some of the subjects that we offer for our program. So you take 6 subjects, the same 6 subjects throughout the 2 years, and then you have 3 core subjects. So the extended essay, theory of knowledge, and CAS. I won't go into great detail about that right now, but if you do have questions, again, you can ask your way.
Thank you.
So Ossd versus IB. The main difference between the 2 programs when you're looking at them, so the Ontario Secondary School Diploma, I would say, is much more flexible and offers an express 6 to 8 month program, grade 12 pre-university year, and you can join at any grade level. The IB program, as I said, is a 2-year commitment. So you have to start in year 1, year 2, and complete those 10 months each year, starting September and ending in June. You can come in for the Ossd, any level of academic abilities. There's no, requirement there, and any level of English as well. So the IB program, I would say, is definitely for academically advanced students who want to be challenged with educational focus on international open-mindedness. They also do require a high level of English. So an IELTS score of a minimum of 6 is needed for the IB program. Both programs are great for university acceptance. I would say The one benefit to the IB program is that many universities recognize the IB program and see it as almost like completing a first year of university, because those classes are so academically demanding. So what some universities will do is actually allow you to skip into the second year of university once they see if you have a certain grade level in the IB program. And so that's a huge benefit to some students that are looking to maybe get through university quicker. So that's definitely an advantage and something to think about with the IB program. We also offer a STEM program. So that is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And so this is typically not necessarily classes, but more extracurricular. And this group of students would compete in math and science competitions, robotics competitions, and business competitions throughout the year. Our student life accommodation, so we just 5 minutes walking down the road is our accommodation. So we offer single rooms, double rooms, triple and quadruple. There's a dining hall in there, a study room, entertainment hall, 24-hour security with a supervisor there at all times, internet access, laundry, and cleaning facilities are based in there as well. Our Leah Care Plus program. So this is for students who are age 16 and under. So they in our boarding facility. So basically what this provides is extra academic attention and support, security, supervision, and health plan, and then a after-school program that is mandatory for those students that are in this program. We have a student meal plan. So basically your card gives you access to 3 meals per day, and you have different vendors and restaurants actually to choose from. So it's not just cafeteria food. There is a cafeteria, but you can also choose from local restaurants that are situated around the school, very closely within the market across the street. And lots of different styles of food. We have Mexican, Chinese, Portuguese, soup, salads, sandwiches, and fresh fruit smoothies.
It's very unique. It's very interesting.
Just some of our student clubs. And if there's not something on this list that interests you, you can start your own club. And a lot of students, each year start new clubs. And that's great for your resume to show that you were, the founder or you started the president of a club that you started at our school. But these are just a list of a few of the clubs that you can join. We do have athletics. We don't have competitive teams, but we do have a variety of recreational sports and activities that the students can join during their time here with us. Some yearly activities that we do that you can look forward to are International Week, which is a week where we celebrate different cultures every single day. So day 1 might be Africa, day 2 might be Asia, day 3 might be Eastern Europe. And we bring in food, music, dance every day, and we celebrate that culture. And so this caters to our IB program with the International Open-Mindedness, where we learn about other people's cultures, and we are open to learning about everyone's background and receiving them equally. And so that just shows that, our school is very much minded that way. And then some other yearly activities that we have: a ski trip, leadership camp. Just to name a few. And so the other important thing I want to talk to you about is our Canadian University connections. So we have Canadian University recruitment officers that come into Leah for presentations every year. So this is a chance for students to ask the university recruiter questions. It's a chance for students to see all of their options. And then on top of that, we have an on-campus guidance counselor. And so this guidance counselor will help connect students to universities, provide scholarship information, and help with application and admission procedures. So the guidance counselor provides instructional workshops, how to apply to post-secondary institutions. He'll provide one-on-one meetings with you to make sure that you're on track for graduation. Hosting university representatives, like I said, to come in and give you more opportunity to see what is available to you. These are some different pathways that our grade 12 students. So if you're doing your final year here with us, this is some of an example of a pathway that you would take if you were interested in business, for example. Let's go to engineering because this is more, there's more courses that are needed. So in Canada, universities there's no entrance examinations required. So there's no SAT test, there's no Cambridge assessment tests, nothing like that. They just look at your grade 11 and grade 12 marks, specifically your top 6 courses from grade 12. So basically what that means is that you have to take specific courses to get into the program that you want to in university. So for example, if you want to go into engineering, the required courses for you to take are English, advanced functions, calculus and vectors, chemistry, and physics. And if you don't have one of those courses, likely you won't be accepted into the program. So these are required. That's what they're looking for. Then you have related courses, which are not necessarily mandatory, but these are some courses that you can take at our school additional. So computer engineering, computer science, and then you have other elective courses. Some extracurriculars that you could join if you were looking at engineering at our, after graduating with us would be the STEM Robotics Club, 3D Printing Club, and CAD and Engineering Manufacturing Club. And some of our graduates where they've been accepted to for engineering programs is University of Toronto, Waterloo, McGill, and some other universities there for engineering pathways. So that just gives you an idea of the exact courses that you'd be taking if you want engineering. And so we have the same thing here for science, what's required for those programs, humanities, art and design, just to give you an idea. So our fee structure, we can go over quickly, but we actually have a special package price that we are offering through Your Way. So I will review that in a minute. I'll first tell you about our scholarships as well. So basically, this will provide you an automatic scholarship if you go through Your Way to our school. So we have tuition scholarships up to 50% off tuition. And yeah, I will just quickly go through here some of our alumni success stories. You can see where they are from and what universities they got accepted into and where they ended up going. So I'm going to now show you the plan here. So we offer a very flexible payment plan, which I will show you. I don't know if it's opening here. Okay. Maybe it won't open, but okay, we'll skip that for now. One thing I'll show you as well is our summer programs options. So this is one option is our summer language or STEM camp program. I would say this is more for groups. So if there is a group of 10 students, this would be a great option. Otherwise, this program here is an 8-week summer high school program. So you can come in July and August and experience high school in Canada. If you're worried about leaving home for the first time or you're not sure if boarding school is right for you, this is an opportunity for you to test out 2 classes. So you'd be taking 2 classes throughout the summer, so English or math or 2 Englishes, 2 maths, whatever you choose. And you'd be doing that and also experiencing a bit of Canada, doing some trips, and just kind of living life, in boarding school and seeing how that is. And you have nothing to lose there because so you don't actually get any necessarily credits for this. You'll get a certificate of completion, but this is just a great opportunity for you to see what it's like to be here in Canada in a boarding school setting. Oh, sorry, Nuno, I think you're muted there.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
About the summer programs, does the students can take the IELTS, for example, in the summer, or in the group program, or in this program you just described, the 4 weeks, the 8 weeks, sorry.
Yeah,
the 8 week program.
Yeah, the 8-week high school program, they can take academic English. So you can take grade 9, 10, 11, or 12 academic English, and same goes for math. So math, you can take, academic math courses and improve your English too. So you could use the summer months as a opportunity to work on your English and just be in a Canadian setting like that.
And the language camp, you should, you can apply for, if we have some, just one application, or we just need to have a group, for example. How can we?
The summer programs would be a group, so there'd have to be at least at least 10. 10 students to join that. Yeah. Sorry, the one.
Maybe I will try to.
Yeah, you can try and open it if you want.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, it's not showing here. Yes, something went wrong with the uploading. I don't think.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's not an internet, so.
Maybe I'll use this time also to show a quick video of London, Ontario. So I was gonna show this earlier, but here's a quick video of just a overview of London, Ontario.
London because it's a beautiful city and also because its famous name London, but in Canada.
I chose London, Canada because I fell in love with the country and its people, and I wanted to practice my French.
It's a nice small community and such a great place for me to learn English.
I love the culture here. I love the people.
There's so many cultures here. There's so many different backgrounds.
It sort of feels like in London you really know everybody because people are very nice to you.
I chose London, Canada because it would be a great place for me to study to get into university.
I chose London, Canada because of the Western University so that I can apply my research skills into the industry.
I chose London, Canada because it's a great city and this is where I found my professional career.
I chose London, Canada because there's a community here that welcomes me.
London, Canada is actually a place which accepts everybody.
They are so receptive even though you come from a foreign country and they just mingle with you.
The city's it's amazing.
It's safe, quiet, and simply I fall in love with it.
I love London. It's my second home.
I never ever had the feeling that I'm homesick.
Never feel like lonely. Everything here just provides me the feelings of being at home.
And I think this is a great thing to say about the city, that you consider this your home. My most favorite thing about to do in London, Canada would be playing in the snow.
I go crazy when I see snow.
One of my favorite places in London, Canada is the Covent Garden Market.
I like going there, I like shopping there.
There's so many ethnic restaurants that you can go and eat at.
I like the atmosphere there. I like people there. I like everything.
My favorite thing to do in London, Canada is playing golf in the summertime. It's just awesome.
My favorite thing to do in London, Canada is actually going to the park.
The Victoria Park, I think it's really beautiful.
Especially how beautiful it is in the summertime.
With the blue sky and the clean air, everything was just quiet as in a fairy tale.
It's beautiful.
I love it, it's amazing.
Great. So I hope that gives you a little perspective on the city. And yeah, it's a great place to be. I've lived here. I'm here myself. The other thing is to, you know, as parents, you know, you want to be connected with your child, and I understand it's a big deal to send them abroad, especially somewhere so far. But please know that we are just one contact away. Me and my team are on WhatsApp, and we, you know, will be sending photos to you of them when they're, you know, around the school and in classes, and connecting with you as much as you want. So we are always on call there, and just know that, yeah, you have that connection because we are a smaller school. That's the kind of service that you will be getting with this school.
Thank you, Vanessa. Just one last question.
Yes.
I found it very interesting, the boarding being in the center, and the students have they can choose the restaurant. This is very unique because one of them, and you have a Portuguese restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
One of the for us, from Portugal, from Spain, one of the complaints is the food is not, because the food in our countries is very fresh and
Yes.
it's different.
Yes, high
and
quality,
sometimes
yes.
students go to England or United States or Canada, and they complain a little bit about the food, and this is important for your well-being, the food you take. So I think this is very interesting. The student can select, and it's not a menu every day. This kind of the same thing. Some students complain in some schools, but they say, okay, the food is not bad, it's good, but it's all every day the same. So I think I love this variety and the fact they can leave, they can go and pick the restaurant. Can you describe a little bit more about the student life and how they connect with the city and what they can do around the boarding facilities?
Yeah. So, you know, although we are very centrally located, we do have obviously some, you know, things in place, though we do encourage students to, you know, always be with someone, or, you know, not because it's not safe, but it's just better that way. Yeah, I mean, being around here, the students have access to so many different things, like local parks here, if they want to, you know, just be in a park setting and just beautiful trees and rivers everywhere, or if they want to do some, there's like a shopping mall, movie theater, they can go to the biggest library in London, located here in the city. They can go to the Covent Garden Market. They can go to, like, there's walk-in clinics if they need to go. Obviously, we will help them get there as well. But everything is so centrally located that students, have that flexibility to get their meals. And just build that independence before going to university. A lot of our students, when they graduate, they say, wow, I felt so prepared. Like when they're in university or college, they're like, they come back to us and say, it was easy. You know, I was already ready for it because I was experiencing a bit of that at the school as well. I think that's something different about our school as well. And we really do prepare our students for what's to come after high school.
And for example, last question, we do tend to have students with, they play sport. For example, now we have one of the families that I'm going to show on this presentation, and their son does fencing, for example. And I saw a fencing photo in your on your presentation. For if they find a local club, can the school help them making fencing or skating, or can the students use the city for clubs and for finding their activities they pursue already in their home countries?
Exactly. And because we only offer recreational, sometimes students are looking for something a bit more competitive, or they're looking for a very specific sport. And that is absolutely okay to do outside of the school. We can help facilitate getting them connected with either a local sports team or something that they can do fencing, or they can do horseback riding. If that's something that they're interested in, we can connect them with that.
Thank you.
And do. Yeah.
Sure. Perfect. So from our end, just to again our slide. It's not something. Okay, I cannot put our slide, just the contacts. So if you are free to contact your way, here we are.
Here we go.
So again, just our contacts. It's simple info, youreducation.pt/hu or .com.br, and we can connect you with the school. We can set up a meeting with Vanessa to talk with you and your special characteristics for your program. And I'm sure this is a great school. And thank you, Vanessa, for being here with us, helping to present this school.
No problem. Thank you very much for having me, and I look forward to speaking with many of you later. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Vanessa. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.